Hey, welcome everybody. Just got back from work, Combat Painter, broadcasting another unboxing. This time, I believe it's Stratomatic, and the reason I say I believe is because I really didn't remember that I had picked this up. Unusual situation where the person was selling a bunch of stuff, and I said, you know what? I don't want all that stuff. And the thing went pretty cheap, but I didn't want all that stuff, all the extra stuff. So I told him, keep all that other stuff and give me that one thing, and it won't be expensive for you to ship. So then I started asking questions, and they realized that they had missed advertised the information that they were selling, and they felt so bad. And I kind of worked with them, and I told them, listen, keep all that stuff. Now that you know what you have, you can resell it. Just send me that one box of cards. It's the only thing I care about. All right. So this is the box that comes. I don't really remember what I bought totally, because they advertised it as one thing, and then it was something else. But then they said, oh yeah, but we have a couple of decks of this other thing. And I said, listen, I don't know what you have. Just throw it all in a box. Forget all that other stuff. Keep all that. Resell it. You can make more money on that. So ultimately, I owned it all. But I actually was generous, and I said, here, you can keep it, because I don't want to deal with it. I don't have that much space anymore. And the stuff I have space, and the stuff I do have space for, I mean, it's stuff that I'm choosing. I don't want to just collect random things that, I have to deal with later. So, wait, let me get my British paratrooper up here. He's watching me. All right, anyway, okay, so let's look and see what we got. We have a letter from the person. Very, very, very nice person. Thanks for your patience. I'm getting ready for this mailing. Hopefully this will be straightened out by the time you receive these cards. So they actually sent me the cards before I paid. That's how cool they were. Anyway, very nice person. So they made a little extra money. They figured everything out. They learned how to do this stuff on eBay. And now I should get something pretty good here on Strat. These are Strat cards. As you can see, let's see what we get here. All right. So they did end up counting some of them for me. So this is the San Diego. Oh my goodness gracious! If you look at this, 1980 just went for $180 yesterday. Okay. And I was bidding on it because I didn't even know I had this coming. Now I remember, I think she told me, hey, you bought 1980. This is 1980. I thought I was bidding on 1984. And so this is the Twins, Glenn Adams, 1980. Steve Carlton, 1980. Now, I don't remember how many teams okay, this one has 22. And they told me it had some ink stains, marks, but this I think is from the actual printing by Stratomatic. This is what happens to some of the cards. What's this now? 20, but Von Hayes is double. Sorry. 19. So really 19. Because Von Hayes is double. This is 1984. All right. So now it's 1984. All right. So first it was 1980. Now, so I may have picked up 1984. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. So it looks like I picked up 1984, not 1980. We'll see. We still don't know what I picked up because I don't 1984. Okay, looks like it's a 1984 set. Now there are some rubber band marks which I have to kind of work out, and some guys told me to use an X-Acto knife and carefully remove them. You can still see what the results are. Let's see what this is. 1984. Okay, so I picked up a 1984 set, which is a very cool set. So I like that. 1980. 1980. Wait a second. I don't know. Did I pick up two sets? I don't even know. All right. So far I have 4 1984, 5 1984, and a bunch of 1980 sets. So I still don't know what I have. Pitcher's hitting card. This is 84, 84. Okay, 84, 84, 84. All right. So it looks like it's a 1984 set, right? With some 1980 teams. That's what I think it is. That's the deal. Whatever it is worth the $20, and plus for the shipping another $15, I believe, I offered them. And in 1984, Rick Cerrone, 1984. So good stuff. I have a 1984 set. Did not have it. I have 85, 86, 80, 86, 85, 84 now. I have an 88. But the hassle for me is that you have to get the extra players. I love to have the extra players, and I can never find them. So that's a big, huge issue. But I have a friend that has some extra players, and every so often, for some teams, he sends me the extra players, and then I have to kind of make a home brew of the extra players. So anyway, that's the deal. Unboxing. It looks like Stratomatic 1984, and I think it's just the regular. The standard, it's not with the extra players, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 8, 9, 10, so that's 10, and then you get probably another 10 here, looks like it's another 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7, 8, 9, and I probably miscounted there because it's hard to. They're so smooth that it's hard to flip them. It's hard to. Anyway, so that's the deal. I received the 1984 with a few 1980 teams of Stratomatic and original cards from the 80s, which is very cool. I like those. I like the black and white with the blue on the back because I can read those. I don't like the new colors that they have because I can't read them. It's too, I don't know, it's just too camouflage, if you will. The numbers and the letters get lost. It's not even, they're not even that thick or that dark or that large for you to read them through the background, which is a blue background or a light red background or whatever they do now. Not crazy about that. But ultimately, Strat is a great game, and I got these, so that's about it. Now, I will be broadcasting in a little bit. I'm doing a Status Pro tutorial for about 3 innings for a friend of mine from Germany. And he has some cards that I sent him last year, I think it was. And he's interested in trying it out. It's a fun system, and once you get into a nice little smooth rhythm, it flows nicely. And once you know what you have to look for the base advancement and for the base stealing, I mean, it's really quick and easy. And everything is kind of laid out for you on this green board. So I'm going to be filming that and 3 innings of a tutorial for Status Pro. And it'll be the Yankees and Seattle Game 3 of my replay for the 1985 Yankees using Status Pro. And that's an original set that I picked up a couple of years ago, or 3, 4, 5 years ago. I don't know when. I just pulled it out of my closet. So anyway, this was ultimately, I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to have a little bit of dinner. And I was able to pick up a 1984 set from a person that was selling a bunch of boxes of different things. And I said, you know what? Keep all that. I don't want it. Sell it to somebody else. You'll make extra money. Just put the cards, keep the box, because this had a box, an actual Stratomatic box. I said, no, you can sell that box maybe for $20 with a bunch of other stuff in it. It had all the instructions and had no roster, but it did have the rules and all that. And I said, I have like 10 copies of those. I don't need any more of those. Just send me the cards. Keep all the other stuff. It had hockey. It had a bunch of other stuff. And I said, keep all that, resell it, make more money, and just put the cards in a box, sell it as cheaply as you can, send it to me as cheaply as you can, and that'll save you money because it'll be small. You know, it'll be a small little box, fit everything in a small little box. And they were very nice, and they worked out a deal with me, and they said, oh, make us an offer or whatever. And I didn't know really what was here. I didn't know totally the condition. They mentioned some rubber bands. Some of these have a little bit rubber band damage, and I will be removing these rubber bands, like this one, for example. So ultimately, they weren't charging me any shipping. They said, oh, no, we're going to send it to you without shipping. So I said, hey, you know, how's $35 sound, and you keep all the other stuff, you could resell it, and you're going to make more than, I think I bought it for like $50, the whole thing. So ultimately, just for the cards, I paid $35, and they shipped it to me. But I know the shipping costs at least $15, so I got a fair deal. I'm happy with it. You know, I may or may not ever get to these. Hopefully I do. Hopefully I get the extra players. Somebody sees this someday and says, hey, I have the extra players, and I'm gonna, you know, I'll sell them to you. Not too expensive, because I'm not a billionaire yet. And I probably will never be a billionaire because I don't really strive for that. But anyway, as you guys probably know, with all the time I spend doing this stuff. So anyway, I'm going to say goodbye for a little while, and then I'm going to come back in about an hour, and or sooner to do that tutorial for Status Pro. And I'll see you guys. Thanks for stopping by and checking in on my unboxing of the 1984. I didn't even know I had this. I thought it was 1980 actually, because I did have some 1980s teams in here, but mostly it's 1984. In pretty good shape, complete, based on all the numbers that they read in the packs. So I'm pretty happy with it, and that's it. So adios, and I'll see you guys later.